Hey folks, this is Mark with OrientWatchUSA.com with the Orient Vintage. The Vintage line has 3 dial combinations, and they either come in a stainless steel band or a leather band. Black dials are traditionally the most popular for our classic models, and you can see, however, that there is a cream dial or a yellow slide dial in this lineup, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. The Vintage, as you might expect to be noticed the smooth second hand or the power reserve indicator, is part of Orient's mechanical collection. The Vintage has a power reserve indicator which is easily read near the 12 o'clock position of the dial, which in my opinion is the hallmark of Orient mechanical technology. The Vintage uses Orient's in-house mechanical caliber 46N45, which has an automatic winding system, 3 hands for time, power reserve indicator, and finally, date. All of Orient's in-house mechanical calibers are made in Japan at their own dedicated factories, so you can absolutely expect Japanese quality and reliability with each timepiece. Let's now take a good look at this dial. And what I particularly like about this dial is the amazing detail in the center of the dial. Now take a close look and you can see this beautiful and elegant edged pattern. As a contrast, on the outer portion of the dial, Orient added a flattened look and really helps draw out that beautiful design in the center. The hand choices are particularly nice on the Vintage. The hour and minute hands are fitting to this look, and I absolutely love the hand on the power reserve indicator. Let's take a close look at that one. Now, for those who are not familiar with power reserve indicators, this technology allows you to know how much power is in your watch at that particular time. Now, automatic watches are powered by a spring, okay? And unless you have a reserve indicator, you're not sure how much that spring has in terms of power. Well, with Orient's power reserve indicator, that problem has been completely solved. All of Orient's power reserve indicators are in units of hours, so if it indicates 10, you know that it's got 10 more hours of power in the spring. I challenge you, go ahead and take a look at any sort of watch retail online and take a look at a Swiss watch with a power reserve indicator, and that will help you understand and appreciate Orient's value. Alright, now that we've seen the front of the watch, let's go ahead and talk about the casing components. Now, this case is a 40mm case by diameter and has a depth rating of approximately 50 meters. Now, the thickness of this case is approximately 12mm, which means it's going to sit nice on the wrist with a modern size. Go ahead and flip over the watch, and you're going to take a look at this movement through the exhibition case back. Now, this might be a good way for you to explain to other people what mechanical watches are through the exhibition case back. But go ahead and flip it back to the front, and just so you guys know, this watch has a sapphire crystal. And this sapphire crystal does come with an anti-reflective coating, which means that it's going to be one of the easier watches to read. Now, please note the true and the real perk of the sapphire crystal is that it's got one of the best scratch-resistant properties used for watch crystals. So this just means that the extra quality and the extra step that Orient took means that you're going to have a much clearer view of your timepiece for over a longer period of time. 3 models from the Vintage line come with a leather band. Now, there are 2 colors of leather bands with this line, which are black and brown. Now, the black leather band goes with the black dial, and the brown leather band goes with the white and cream dial. Now, please note that all of the leather bands come with a deployment class, which is absolutely convenient. What it does, it sets a fixed length onto your leather band, so it's as easily worn. I mean, you can wear it and take it off as easily as a metal band. I can't stress that enough, how amazing it is. Now let's talk about the metal bands, which come both in a black and a white dial variation. Now, metal bands are typically more popular in the US, and I believe this one is going to be more popular than the leather bands only because of the durability of the band. But let me tell you guys that the leather bands on these watches are absolutely phenomenal. And if I had to give you a personal recommendation, I would go with the cream with the brown band. Alright folks, so this is Mark with OrientWatchUSA.com with the Orient Vintage line. Hope to see you wearing one soon.